Okay. Okay. Ready for another one? Here we go. It's time to talk about WWE SummerSlam 2018. Oh boy. SummerSlam has definitely felt a bit different this year for a few reasons. Well, there's your usual repetition. Obviously, the main event is the best description of that. But then there's a few things we really want to see. The Miz and Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, good stuff. And then there's a bigger assortment of a few things that we kind of wonder why are they here exactly? But obviously there's some that are exempt from, obviously, small feuds and championships. I'm going to say one thing, guys. I don't think I'm going to enjoy this SummerSlam as much as I did last year, but I'm hoping it should be good. It should be good. It should be fun. Can't wait to get there. Time to dive right into it. What's going on, YouTube? Your boy here, Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up. It is time to talk about WWE SummerSlam 2018. And after my predictions for NXT TakeOver, I'm just kind of still more hyped for that right now. But what can help me get back into it, I wonder? Who can save me from this thought? Well, how about Cultaholic? They're having a lot of fun with Wrestle Talk right now. Check it out, guys. Gonna do their, they've already done their predictions. And they're gonna do their reaction. And it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be great. So why miss it? So let's dive right into it. The kickoff. Once again, we have 3 matches set. SummerSlam kickoff last year was one of the biggest swerves I've ever seen. And this was the kickoff. I had it in my head that we were going to get some, and I was happy about some of them. But couldn't predict all of them. So how's it going to go this year? Let's see. So both teams here have there is no agreement in the first match listed here. Both teams have already disagreed, and there's not going to be much disagreement. I think only 3 times they disagree about the winners. So not the biggest prediction contest, but it's still going to be fun to watch their reactions. But the first disagreement comes in form of the Cruiserweight Championship. That's right, Cedric Alexander. It's the age of Alexander right now. He defends it against possibly his biggest challenge. The man I believe that should have faced him at WrestleMania, Drew Gulak. He's one of the best characters on 205 Live. Cultaholic has gone for Gulak. Wrestle Talk, Cedric Alexander. Who do I think is going to win? Well, this is one where I'm going with my heart and my head. Drew Gulak. He needs this for a lot of reasons, and Drew Gulak is the right person to take the championship away from Cedric. He's the exact opposite of what Cedric thinks he wants to be. So, let's just calm down and think about it. Cedric has gone through a few heels already in the terms of Hideo Itami and Buddy Murphy. 2 guys that got built up higher all of a sudden, but then Cedric just shut them right down. Drew, on the other hand, has been building himself up back over a number of months now, from your typical guy with the billboards and signs and PowerPoints to a more serious competitor willing to do what he needs to do to make his opponent tap out. He's already got his band of friends, Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher. What more can you say? Drew Gulak's the right person to win, and I love the Dragon Sleeper, the Gulak. He will win, and I hope Cedric passes out. Drew is the right person to take this championship, and I really want to see him with that title. Like I said, it's head and heart being combined for this prediction. Let's go Drew Gulak. Moving on, second match of the kickoff. Bit unexpected last minute because of what we saw on Raw, but it's okay. We are getting another Raw Tag Team Championship match. The B Team are defending once again, but this time it's a regular 2-on-2, and there's no Deleters of Worlds. Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt are not booked for this show, and Matt Hardy, I hate to say it, but I sadly understand. I don't know what's going to happen now, but I had a lot of fun with Matt Hardy. So, just watching a bird fly near my window. Yeah, come on. Yeah, land in the mailbox. That's it. 5 stars. Moving on. Who do I think is going to win this championship match between the B Team and, here it comes, Revival. That's right. The Revival did not get pinned in the triple threat match that the B team won on Raw, hence why they are getting another shot at the tag team championship. Both parties here have gone for the B team. I think it's going to be the Revival, actually. This is going to be a swerve on so many levels, but the Revival have been waiting, and they've still gotten more wins than losses in the past while since they've been here. B team, it's been fun, and I'm not saying it's not working, but I think the Revival are going to win those tag team titles. This prediction is also based off of what they did on the kickoff last year, where it was 2 title changes. And what am I predicting this one? 2 title changes. Yeah, it's a bit biased, but I do think the Revival are finally going to get their due and walk out with the tag team championships. Moving on. You can tell I'm not strongly convinced with what I'm saying, but it's what I'm going with and what I would just more like to see. But it's been fun, B-Team. Maybe it's not over. Moving on. Last match of the kickoff, it is a mixed tag team match. It is Rusev and Lana versus Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega. Who's going to win this one? Not too hard to predict this time. Going with the parties on this one, Almas and Vega. Why? Because Aiden English is really costing Rusev Day a lot. And I think this is the right time for the boiling point. We don't need to wait on the SmackDown after this. It's the kickoff, for goodness sake. Somebody's getting beat up. Either English turns on them or he accidentally costs them again and Rusev destroys him to a loud, thunderous pop in Brooklyn. Moving on. Now to the main show. We have the SmackDown Tag Team Championships on the line. It is the Bludgeon Brothers versus the winners of the tournament that just recently happened, the New Day. According to a lot of opinion, the Bludgeon Brothers just haven't been working lately. What do I think? Yeah. And there's a big reason for that. What? Sanity. Oh, it was a feud that was ready to explode when Sanity was announced coming to SmackDown. All you had to do was let Sanity go crazy and just go nuts, and the Bludgeon Brothers explode. Oh, this should have been Sanity Bludgeon Brothers in a crazy match, just like AOP and Sanity last summer. But it's not meant to be. Sanity has been booked terribly. Did you see what Killian Dane was wearing on SmackDown? Poor God, man. I feel so sorry for those guys. They deserve so much better. What do I think here? Well, yeah, you know what? It has not worked. I'm picking the New Day. The New Day are due big time because of last year and the Uso feud, trading back and forth. So what better way than just to end the Bludgeon Brothers' reign and get back into the power of positivity? Just like last year, I am voting for 2 tag team title changes. I don't think I voted for 2 last year, but 2 happened last year, so I'm thinking about it. So yeah, I'm picking the New Day. New tag team champions. New Day are going to become 5-time tag team champions at SummerSlam, where they became 2-time and longest reigning in 2015. So we'll see what happens here. Moving on. It is the match a lot of people have been debating about lately. Who will leave SummerSlam with the Money in the Bank briefcase, or will they leave with something different? Haha! Who leaves with this wonderful item that I have that is not green because I don't really hate myself that much? Will it be the monster among men? Will it be Braun Strowman? Or will Kevin Owens find a way to steal that briefcase? It's a bit of a coin tosser. It could go either way. There's great options for both. And neither men really need it to look great and win the title. But I think it's going to be Braun Strowman. I don't hate that, but Kevin Owens in the briefcase will be one of the best things we've ever seen, even if it would be short. So I'm going to pick Braun Strowman. He's going to get past Kevin Owens. If he cashes in at SummerSlam, though, and wins the title, a lot of waiting finally paying off for that man to win the big championship. So, that'd be pretty great. I'm picking Braun Strowman. Moving on. Intercontinental Championship on the line. It is Dolph Ziggler, the champion, versus Seth Rollins. Both men have a manager in their corner. Dolph has Drew as usual. Who does Seth have? It's not Jason Jordan. It's Dean Ambrose. Ambrose is B-A-C-K, back in action. But is it a good thing for Seth Rollins? This is another big swerve. There could be a turn easily here, or maybe they want to wait a few more weeks, or maybe even months. I'm not sure. I am actually going to pick Dolph Ziggler. I think he's going to keep the championship, because what I'm thinking is Dolph Ziggler's going to keep the championship until Drew turns on him and wants it for himself. But back to Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. The heel turn here would be perfect, in my opinion, for just the biggest reason in my head right now, besides everything else in the past they've gone through. It's the look. Did you see Dean Ambrose's look? It looks like 2012 Ambrose. It's perfect. That's the heel look I've been waiting for. I think Ambrose would be perfect turning heel now, keeping that expression, that haircut, the bod. It's just the right time. I'm picking Dolph Ziggler. So let's see what happens. Move on. We now have the SmackDown Women's Championship on the line. It is Carmella defending against Becky Lynch and Charlotte. Oh, a lot of people want to see Becky get her due. I want to see it too. Who am I picking? I'm picking Carmella. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys, but she's beaten Asuka twice. And I don't think she's losing the championship at SummerSlam. I think Carmella is walking in and out with that championship, and Becky and Charlotte are going to be sad. I'm sorry. I want Becky to win so bad, just like all of you, but I don't see it happening here. The best possible time for it would be Evolution. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's move on. It is time for the most easily predicted match of this show. Shinsuke Nakamura, Jeff Hardy, United States Championship match. I want Nakamura to win. I'm picking Nakamura to win. Jeff Hardy, please take some time off. You should have done this after Extreme Rules, but no, they had to have Randy Orton beat you up every week. Please just let this guy take a break, okay? He can't do his stuff 100% anymore right now. I'm not saying, it's his fault, but he needs a break, okay? He needs a break. Let's chill. As for Randy Orton himself, it seems like a bet that he's going to interfere in this match, but what's he going to do exactly? Don't know yet, but I'm picking Nakamura. Moving on. Another match that please let this end. It's Finn Balor and Baron Corbin. Who do I want to win? I want Finn Balor to win, get the coup de grace, pin him 1, 2, 3, and end this. We're getting to the matches that I did not want to see on this show, if you can't tell. But it is fun ranting, and that is exactly what I'm doing. Balor, please win. Please just do the coup de grace and walk out happy. Keep your undefeated streak at SummerSlam, just like another certain WWE champion who I might just pick later. Corbin, you're actually great. This is your role right now, and I don't hate it, but let's stop the big and small stuff, okay? I'm picking Finn Balor. Moving on to the match I am most looking forward to see on this show, The Miz, Daniel Bryan. It's being called 8 years in the making. Who's going to win? Who gets this win? Will it be The Miz? Will he prove everything he said is true and just shut down Bryan for good in his head? Will Daniel Bryan overcome the odds and just beat The Miz and get the satisfaction he's wanted for years now? Am I supposed to say something? Well, who do I think's going to win? I'm actually going to go with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan should win this first match. A lot of people think it's going to be The Miz. And hey, if Bryan were leaving, I would agree with that. But he's not. Apparently Daniel Bryan is re-signed. He's getting his own showcase in WWE 2K19. So I think Daniel Bryan gets this win. And it's The Miz who begins to become desperate. Let's turn it around here. Let's get The Miz desperate. I know I can beat you, Daniel Bryan. I am better than you. You only beat me because of a fluke, and we keep this thing going. Maybe this just happens to be bigger than WrestleMania, guys. But I think the real truth is that WWE never had any intention of booking this for WrestleMania at all. So, No. If we're lucky, this will go to Survivor Series. If not, Ms. Bryan, Hell in a Cell. Let me dream. Moving on. We now have the WWE Championship match. AJ Styles, WWE Champion. Shockingly, he has only main evented one pay-per-view so far this year. Think about that. Think about it for a second. Am I lying? I don't think so. I think AJ Styles has only main evented Fastlane when that title was in the main event. I think every other show, it's either been a Royal Rumble or the Universal title or Money in the Bank or Roman Reigns and I fall asleep or Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler in the Iron Man match or just something else. Yeah. So this probably won't be the main event. Hurts. AJ Samoa Joe cannot wait for this match, but we gotta calm down here. We just started this thing. Samoa Joe winning the title is a great choice, but AJ's the cover boy for 2K19. I don't think they're taking the title off of him right now. They have bigger things planned for him right now with him and Joe. So let's have AJ survive Samoa Joe. I'm picking AJ Styles to keep the WWE Championship. But Joe, I hope you get it later. Let's not do what we did with AJ and Nakamura. Let's keep this good. Let's keep this feud hot. Moving on. Almost done, by the way. Good rapid fire predictions this weekend. I like it. Let's move on to the Raw Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss defending against Ronda Rousey. I'm sick of Alexa Bliss. Oh, it has been a headache. It's been very irritating that they've just tried to shove her down our throats and really make us despise her. But it's worked. And I'm slowly becoming a non-fan. Like I don't like Alexa Bliss anymore. I'm sick of the character. I'm sick of her with the championship. And if that's WWE's intention, then well done. I want Ronda Rousey to break her arm and win the Raw Women's Championship. That is what I want to happen here. It was just so irritating at Money in the Bank. Her winning the briefcase instead of so many other people who needed it. And just taking the title. It annoyed me. It annoyed me big time. And good. If that again was the intention, then great. Because you did it. And I want Ronda Rousey to win. Ronda has been great since coming to WWE, and they haven't done anything bad with her yet. So, good. You got to hold up your other end of the bargain, though. New Raw Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey. Last match of the show. Oh, good lord. The feud that never ends. It is Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. Who's going to win? Who do you guys think is going to win? Oh, I've had so many thoughts about this, and the more I think about it, the more I just think, why can't I see Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley? So, thoughts aside, let's put everything aside. Everything that's happened in the past 3 to 4 years, let's just keep the cool heads. Who do I think is going to win this match? Well, first of all, let's talk again about this. If this thing gets cashed in during the match, that's great. Brock is not keeping the championship. They are not wasting this thing. If this gets cashed in after the match, Brock is not winning. I don't care who's won the match by then. Braun or Kevin. Let's see some good choice. Obviously, I'm thinking Braun because I have Braun winning his match with Kevin in the prediction. But let's take the Money in the Bank briefcase out of the equation right now. Let's just think about this match. Who do I think is going to win this match? I think that Brock Lesnar is going to beat Roman Reigns again and retain the Universal Championship if this stays a one-on-one match with no swerves, no Heyman turns, no briefcases. If any of that shenanigans happens, then that's great. I can't wait to see what happens there and enjoy it. But if this stays exactly what it stayed, just like WrestleMania, then big deal. I'm not being suckered in again. Oh, of course. Pardonnez-moi. Well, it always happens, you know. You can't make it through everything without a little bit of annoyance. Didn't mind the bird at the window. The telephone, a very irritating thing. Think about it for a second. Let's go off topic from wrestling. Do we see a day, one day, where possibly home phones will no longer exist? Will cell phones take over? Might happen one day. Maybe. Especially when this day and age, for the home line, there are so many useless calls, scammers. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Need to keep common sense going. But let's get back to the Universal Championship match. I am not being suckered in like I got suckered in to the Usos New Day last year and to Charlotte and Sasha the year before. Always the feud kept going and always I was thinking the wrong thing until it finally came to the climax, the finale of it, that I was finally able to wise up and see what they were doing. Sasha, Charlotte, 2016. I thought Sasha was going to win at SummerSlam. She didn't. I thought Sasha was going to win Hell in a Cell. She didn't. Then came to Clash of Champions. I finally said, okay, let's calm down here. No. No, Sasha's not going to win this. She never wins. No. No, Charlotte's going to win this. And I was right. Let's think back to the Usos in the New Day. Now, this wasn't as tedious as Charlotte Sasha, but bit much. So, SummerSlam 2017. I thought the New Day were going to keep their titles. The Usos won. Ooh. Then we came to Hell in a Cell for a bit of a different reason besides that. You can all check out my Hell in a Cell 2017 results and review video. I actually had a pretty good reason to talk about. I'm not going to stress you guys on it here. I picked the Usos and they won. I'm not being suckered into the whole system that WWE is doing. Brock Lesnar will not put over Roman Reigns. I don't see it happening. Clean. That's why if there's a heel turn or a Heyman turn or anything to do with the briefcase, awesome. Can't wait to see what's going to happen. But for the single one-on-one match, I am picking Brock Lesnar to keep the championship and disappoint the world once again. Ladies and gentlemen, these have been my SummerSlam 2018 predictions. I'm looking forward to the show, and I hope it doesn't disappoint. But we have to be prepared. We have good things to look forward to on this show and the future. So let's keep on living, keep on enjoying. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this video. Who do you think is going to walk out SummerSlam with the big one, the W, the win, the gold? What are you most looking forward to see? Let me know. I want to know your opinions too, you wonderful subscribers. But let's move on. We're almost there. I will see you all Sunday for my NXT results and review video from TakeOver Brooklyn 4. I will see you again Monday for my SummerSlam 2018 results and review video. Hope you all have a great weekend. Nearly there. Keep it real.